for the Thunder. Their last game, a loss to the Bucks.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The front line, Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, and Kendrick Perkins. That court comprised of Russell Westbrook and Thabo Sefolosha. And for Miami, LeBron James, the best perimeter tandem in the game. Haslem and Bosh are up front, and it's Chalmers in at the point guard position.
Well, it's kind of scary when you play against Miami. I mean, that talent is so overwhelming. So what a lot of teams try to do is zone them just to cut down on the dribble penetration and force Miami to take outside shots.
LeBron versus Haslem. LeBron with it, guarded now by Durant. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's now 6 points for Wade.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle. He really took advantage.
And it might seem like a bit of bunker approach, but if you are faced with giving LeBron and Wade a jump shot or a dunk. Dunk that time. Wow.
Yeah, unreal. What a dunk.
The Heat making a switch here. Lewis is checked in. Kevin Martin, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Perkins kicks to Ibaka. Over LeBron. Second chance shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Now, probably the right play, but just if you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around. I've just got to say this. I mean, the Thunder fans have really been spoiled since the team moved to Oklahoma City. 4 years in, and they've made the playoffs in all but the first season.
Westbrook passes to Durant. Connects on the 17-footer. Durant's got 6.
They're coming out strong, guys. That's 4 for 5 from the field.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
His team has seen the Thunder 2 times already and lost both meetings. He stressed to his team not to get down on themselves, though, and to keep playing their game. He said we have to just worry about what we can do, not what Durant and company can do. Play our game. We'll see if they can establish their tempo, gentlemen.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Wade drives in. The feed to Lewis. Bosh dishes to LeBron. Gets the bucket. LeBron's now got his second basket. Back to Oklahoma City. Made the playoffs. On beat more often than not. Talk about winning over a city when they relocated Steve from Seattle. They have done that and more.
Well, that city has really embraced the franchise, Kevin, and it helps when you've got guys like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook who are not only phenomenal players to watch, but really good people who the community can embrace. So I think the love affair between the team and the community is going to last a long time.
Westbrook. Sean Lewis pulls it in.
That's the kind of defense required to take the ball near the hoop. Right in his face. How about the nice
well done.
Yeah, 2 teammates. Total sync right there. You're right.
Very harmonic.
Oh, man, it was beautiful. The pass was delivered right to the hoop. Set up that jam.
Here's Martin. Drills the elbow jumper.
And with the Thunder, this is Scott Brooks' first head coaching opportunity. I mean, there's no question he's made the most of it. He was Coach of the Year back in 2010. That team has so much stability as an organization, but also as a coaching staff and as a roster. They seem to be getting better and better every year.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Chris Bosh. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Yeah, the fans not happy at all with that whistle.
And the fans, as you would expect, not allowing their feelings to be kept on mute. They didn't care for that one.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for the Heat. LeBron shot is off.
The defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And for Coach Brooks, you really have to appreciate, Steve, the way he's gotten all the players to buy into being unselfish, that defensive first mentality.
Yeah, no question. And give the general manager credit, too, for putting together a group of guys who are high character and who already have that gene in them to really want the team to do well. Led, of course, by Kevin Durant, the superstar who is also the backbone of this club, Russell Westbrook as well. But Brooks deserves a lot of credit. He's put this together and he's made it work, and really a nice situation in Oklahoma City.
Westbrook with it. Over Chalmers. No good on that last second attempt there. The scoring fast and furious as we end the All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast break.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Martin is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Hasheem Thabeet, and it's Durant, and it's Allison at the power forward position.
You know, when I think of Ray Allen, I think of physical condition. When you look at him, he's well into his 30s, and yet takes great care of his body, can run forever, and still one of the great shooters in the game. A first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Shane Battier is checked in for Lewis. And it's LeBron in for Mike Miller. Dwayne Wade's checked in for the Heat. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Derek Fisher's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Steve, with Ray Allen, we've all heard about his obsessive preparation. What do you think, Clark, that helps his longevity?
Without question, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. You get what you put into it. In other words, what goes in the wash comes out in the rinse. And his preparation and meticulous nature has allowed him to play at a high level for a long time.
Udonis Haslem is checked in for Shane Battier. It's good on the putback. And that's now 6 points for Martin. Fisher against Chalmers. Wade kicks it to Haslem. His shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Magic.
And what a terrific game for their role players, guys. They had players coming off the bench and chipping in offensively.
Yeah, and it was an unexpected boost, but a big one nonetheless. I mean, they didn't miss a beat. No matter what unit was on the floor, things were being done effectively.
Well, everybody knows about the big three in Miami with James, Bosh, and Wade. I think the question going forward with the new CBA really penalizing teams for going deep into the luxury tax, it'll be interesting to see how Miami handles that going forward, because those 3 guys make up the vast majority of their salary cap, so adding other players may be difficult.
The Heat making a switch here. Bosh is checked in, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And the Heat lead by 4.
Well, Bosh is a skilled power forward. He has a polished face-up game. What he really wants to do is catch the ball 15, 17 feet out, turn, face, and use either that jump shot or the quickness to get around his defender.
Well, a big part of his versatility is the accurate jump shot. I mean, able to spread the floor for his teammates as penetrators, and with his 6'11" height, it's a tough shot to recover to.
And as it's been for Miami in the first few years of the Big Three era, they've had to rely on vets coming in and not making too much money. They're trying to sell them on being a champion as opposed to getting in the wall.
Yeah, and it'll continue to be like that, Kevin. There's just no other way it can happen because they really don't have a chance to add any additional big names because they've already got 3 of the biggest names that you could get. So it's about finding the right pieces to surround those guys and see if that's good enough to win a title.
No good from Wade.
solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
It's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Well, some of the numbers NBA wingman have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. LeBron James, number 1. Kevin Durant, 3rd. For the Thunder, Kendrick Perkins. He's checked in for Hasheem Thabeet. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Derek Fisher. Here's LeBron. It's on target from the high post. LeBron's now got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, right now that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
Well, guys, Eric Spoelstra is really a young coach, but he's worked his way up from video coordinator to being one of the outstanding head coaches in the league. To be where he is, coaching one of the very elite teams in the NBA in Miami, you couldn't ask for a better position or a better opportunity. I really have great respect and admiration for the way he's handled that and grown into that position. It's one of the better stories in the league in my mind.
And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. Inside the box. Straight up. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
He's as close to impossible to defend as anybody, I think. I mean, he can just torch the defense in so many ways. Well, you talk about the job that Eric Spoelstra has done for the Heat, Clark, a young coach certainly, but he's earned the opportunity to coach this roster. He's shown he's up to the task. One of the brightest young coaches in the game. And now a look at the rankings for LeBron. 4th in scoring, 5th in field goal percentage, and of course passing, such a big part of his game, one of the top 15 leading assist men in the NBA.
And you know, going back to his spot near the very top of the scoring list, I mean, he's come up with so many different ways to beat you at the offensive end of the floor. He's almost unguardable.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Miami. And here's the break. Here's Martin. Jams it with authority.
Emphatic throw down there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
No soft stuff out of this guy.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Anderson, covered by Perkins. LeBron passes to Haslam. Over Durant. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Thunder have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. LeBron with the ball. And it's Wade penetrating. Foul call. Didn't like that he didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
You know, Kevin, he's coming off a game last time out where he really had problems at the free throw line.
Yeah, he got into a bad rut, Clark, where the numbers were not good for him. He's got to find that stroke here tonight.
I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season for him.
And we're through 2 here and a good one. Heat.
Your Heat, 32, 31.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 12 points and 2 steals as well. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
Well, he's had a great feel for the game today, for his teammates, for the situation, for his opponents. I mean, he knows what's going on out there.
Defensive violation.
Norris Cole and Dwayne Wade combine at guard. Lewis is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's LeBron in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And Chris Bosh with the slam. But third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
Martin with the bucket.
That's all the space he needs, guys. He'll make you pay every time if you give him that shot. Well, what you love about Kevin Martin is just the efficiency offensively. He makes a lot of three-pointers, and he gets to the line at will quick. And he develops angles on his drives where he draws a lot of contact, forcing the officials to call fouls.
From outside the arc. And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nick Collison's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Fisher kicks to Perkins. Stolen by Bosch. And here's the fast break for LeBron, leading the way. And it's Wade with the jam.
Boy, that happened fast. Just the immediate bucket off the steal.
Well, one of the things they have is the ability to score quickly after a turnover.
And going back to what you said about Kevin Martin, Steve, 2 seasons ago, he was third in the league in three-pointers made. In fact, he was first in the league in free throws made.
Yeah, that's the most unusual combination you'll see statistically, I can say. Don't get fouled much when you're shooting from the outside, but he has a tremendous knack when he's healthy and at his best for getting into the paint and drawing fouls, too.
Russell Westbrook in for Derek Fisher. Westbrook, no good. The Heat leading by 4. And it's Wade. Oh, get it!
I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible. Yeah, and those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Collison dishes to Perkins. And they get it. Goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Pretty significant laps there on the defensive end, guys.
Yeah, those are the ones you just can't allow that.
No, if you're giving up dunks and layups defensively, you're in huge trouble.
Right side, Westbrook. Inside to Perkins. Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Heat making a switch here. Allen's checked in.
He's one of the best unknown players in the league, Kevin. And what I mean by that is he doesn't score a lot. You know, the rebounding totals aren't going to jump off the page at you, but he just wins. In fact, he has one of the best plus-minus ratings in the entire league.
He just knows how to play. A great team, great individual defender, hustle guy. He'll put his body on the line time and again. And if it means it'll be making a winning play, this guy will do it. Here's Perkins, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Take a look at the Heat, and of course Miami, tied right now. And that one misses.
And the Thunder, when they acquired Kendrick Perkins, they considered him to be the final piece to the puzzle, to be that rebounder, shot blocker, intimidator that you need in playoff basketball.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for Bosch. Miller comes in for LeBron. And Shane Battier subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Else of the big men in the league didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. Shane Battier is second.
It's amazing. These days, there's just so many good outside shooting big men. That didn't used to be the case in the NBA, but now the floor is spread all over the place because you've got so many big-time shooters at that 4 and 5 spot.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Steve. Big guys shooting the ball well. It's part and parcel of the game now. You go back a generation, there were only a fraction of big men who could knock down outside shots like we're seeing currently.
And Kendrick Perkins really fitting into the hard-working nature of this Thunder team. Training hard in the summer to get in peak condition. He prides himself on that.
Yeah, and it sets a nice example for his young teammates. It's taken him a while to recover from that knee surgery, but I still think it was an ideal acquisition for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You look at how dominant Russell Westbrook is statistically in just about every facet of the game. The scary part is he's still learning how to play point guard. He was a 2-guard at UCLA, and really a combo guard his first year in the league, but he's handling the ball and distributing and doing a better job than ever before.
Second, so he makes them both. Talk about Westbrook's upside, still in his early 20s. He's yet to even enter his prime. And the kid has expanded his game each and every season.
And that's what I like about him. I know he's had some critics, and some of the criticism is justified, but it's over the top in many cases. And you've got to keep in mind the big picture. This is a young, developing point guard who has already accomplished an awful lot in what I think is going to be an all-NBA type career.
Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets a lead and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
That's good. The Thunder have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Back to Durant. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. If you look at the numbers, impressive.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Shane Batty. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Machine the Beach is checked in for Denver Perkins. Westbrook drives in. A stupendous finish in traffic. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Been a little too easy for them inside, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. And that's been their focus, and the defense hasn't mounted much resistance at all.
And that's 15 points for Wade.
And the defense has to pick it up a little bit. They're getting bullied inside, guys.
Yeah, they just have not competed well enough. I mean, they've not fought. You want to see fight and aggressiveness.
Both these teams really fighting hard here. This is an impressive matchup.
Yeah, not much separation able to be created either way, and I really marvel at the effort being expended by both of these teams.
It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block, but that one's going to count.
Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go.
Your Heat. I got it.
Heat shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Durant. Machine Thabit is out there with Nick Collison. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Martin in at the 2-spot. And that one's good. 16 points for LeBron.
Yeah, he's been a player who always saves his best for last. Kevin absolutely thrives under pressure. You know, when some guys back down with the game coming down to the wire, he seems to be the one to take it up a notch.
And you know, this is the other thing about him. He's very sophisticated as a one-on-one defender. No matter who he's matched up with, he consistently takes away their #1 strength.
Chalmers pass to Lewis. Back to Chalmers. Shot from 12. And another basket for Miami.
What a great game. This looks like it's going to go right down to the wire.
Well, you talk about what happens in close games. Mistakes are magnified. Both teams have to be very careful down the stretch here.
Offensive rebound. Thabit with the bucket.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Now, defense starts at the rim. You want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Martin kicks to Collison. The dish to Westbrook. Outside Martin. Overweight. Gathers. Takes it up for the stuff.
He spoke loud on making a statement that play.
And that was brute force battling for the offensive board, then taking it right back up.
That's just all about strength and energy, guys.
Westbrook drives in. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Collison dishes to Martin. Back to Collison. Right up. And the shot is good.
Oh, a nice little trend developing here, fellas. I mean, that's 8 of their last 10 from inside the paint.
Yeah, they're getting high percentage looks down. Their offense is really clicking. I don't see why they wouldn't just continue to pound the ball inside.
That was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
That was a tough, gritty finish.
The Heat making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys. Right now, be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
Thunder have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Kevin Martin on the wing. Dunk ball with one hand. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game they love to win, and you hate to lose.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for the Thunder. Shane Battier has checked in for the Heat. Pass to Allen. Back to Battier. Good ball movement here by the Heat. James. That one goes. LeBron's now got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Kevin, that's just him doing his thing. I mean, that's who he is, launching himself at the basket. I mean, he thrust himself at the basket. He's an angry driver and attacker of the ring.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anderson. Hansen comes in for Sharp Hoops. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Ray Allen. And Chalmers in for Shane Battier. Wade gets the bucket.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, Parker. I mean, that's 8 points out of the last 10.
And he doesn't get the first one to fall. Russell Westbrook in for Oklahoma City. And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within 2.
Being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss. It's getting a stop here, absolutely critical.
Back to Wade. He dishes it to Chalmers. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for the Thunder. Martin comes in for Sefolosha. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Inside to Perkins. He passes to Martin. And it's blocked by Bosh. And Ibaka slams it in. Timeout called the Heat. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City. They were unable to fight off the Thunder. Chalmers against Westbrook. LeBron passes to Bosh.
This is exactly what happens when you allow Chris Bosh to get going.
Thunder have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Durant with 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half. That had to feel good.
Yeah, he exhaled as that one went down.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the line to shoot 2. And he gets the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Well, he's definitely the guy they want at the line in this situation. He loves these kinds of moments.
Wade drives in, and that's to LeBron. Dishes to Wade. LeBron outside. A 3-ball. But they get it back.
And they're going to have to make sure they box out here. Don't give up any second chance points.
And that's just too easy. I mean, the rebound effectively, everybody's got to do their part.
That is a foolish mistake right there, guys.
You know, I don't think you can just have that happen. I mean, it's something that you just can't allow if you're going to play good basketball, if you're going to play winning basketball.
They've really executed well here offensively.
Well, it's going to take a major catastrophe. It's a loss to collapse for them to not walk away with the win.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade.